vaccine. You got the vaccine, they got the vaccine, we got the vaccine. We can get back to normal, let me inform you, let's all get the vaccine. It's about community immunity, I'm talking unity for you and me. If Doc says it's good, then trust me, it's good. Now let's all get the vaccine. Alright, there is none higher. DMC, I will inspire. Time for us to trust and not debate. The vaccine, believe it's safe to take. 9 out of 10 people won't get sick. That's 90% effective and legit. This COVID thing is real and it will find you. It's killing our people, let me remind you. Back in the days, there was polio, smallpox, back in the days. Measles and mumps, man, back in the days. But because of the vaccines, none of those stayed. Vaccines, they work to trigger immunity. 2 shots, we got antibody security. We gotta act now, no need to wait. Get your vaccine before it's too late. For real.
The pandemic really has taken its toll on communities of color. 1 out of every 645 Black Americans has died due to COVID-19, and that is according to the APM Research Lab.
And although there are vaccines now available, this hardest hit group less likely to get vaccinated. That's why our next guest has teamed up to educate everyone. Joining us this morning, Dr. Olajide Williams, founder of Hip Hop Public Health, and Grammy Award-winning music artist Daryl DMC McDaniels of Run DMC. Good morning to you, Daryl. You taking your seat?
What's happening? What's going on?
Hi, good morning.
All right, so guys, thank you for being here, both of you. Why do you think some African Americans are hesitant getting the vaccine? Is it because of the history?
Well, I think I think it's the history. The history hasn't been particularly kind. Medical experimentation on Black people in this country is well known. And so, the history is really a big driver.
Yeah, so therefore, education needs to be key here in changing that trend, right? So, Daryl, I want to bring you in on that. I mean, you obviously resonate with audiences out there. Why was it important for you to become a part of this?
Because you have to conquer fear with the facts. And, if you say vaccinations, you need to go get a shot, the first thing that most Black people will think of is Tuskegee. So they have a right to be fearful. But if you use facts, you could destroy the fear. What we're trying to do here is save lives and stop this pandemic. And to show you how deep fear is rooted, but you could use facts to break it up. A couple of years ago, I had to fly to South Sudan to perform, which was crazy. I went to South Sudan. Wow. It was an amazing experience. But I had to go get 5 shots. I had to go get 5 shots. And if you're looking at history, you look at good history, we had to get vaccinated for polio. And I remember being a little kid, my mother took me to get a tetanus shot. So we have to use facts to eradicate the fear and tell people this is about saving lives. We must reach community immunity to stop the COVID. I want to take the mask off, go back to the gym. I want to get back on stage. So there are things that we have to do. But in order to do those things, we got to remove the fear and all the misinformation. Stay off the damn internet.
Oh, gosh.
Go talk to a doctor.
You got the doctor right here. And, your organization, Hip Hop Public Health, launching a series of 5 videos to do exactly what you're doing, which is to educate and inform. Let's play a little snippet.
There is none higher. DMC, I will inspire. Time for us to trust and not debate. The vaccine, believe it's safe to take. 9 out of 10 people won't get sick. That's 90% effective and legit. This COVID thing is real and it will find you. It's killing our people, let me remind you.
So what's the message here in the video, Daryl?
So the message is 5-fold. The overarching message is to really encourage people, take people on a journey. The reason why we have 5 videos is because the first video really is designed to kind of introduce what vaccines are and how they've helped save lives, how they've helped save lives over the years and decades, and the tremendous contribution that vaccines have had to medical science. And so the first one just introduces vaccine in that way. And antibodies are a complicated concept, and so we feel that animation is a way to really simplify the concept of how antibodies work in the body. And so, but each video, the second one talks about the safety of vaccines. And this is where we, D talks a little bit about Tuskegee. He talks about some of the issues that are sensitive to the community. The third one talks a little bit more about some of the misinformation we see on social media.
Right.
And the fourth one really talks about what happens when you get the shot. What are the side effects that you experience? I've had both shots. I had the Moderna, both shots of the vaccine.
Okay.
And I had some mild side effects. And so the fourth one goes through these side effects. And the fifth one talks about community immunity. Why, in order for us to get out of this of this pandemic without, costing another 40 million American lives to get infected, is to vaccinate our way out of of this pandemic.
It takes you through the whole process there, Doctor, and I think that's important for people to understand it as a whole. But Daryl, I want to bring you back in because I think what you said really resonates not only with folks who have come here from foreign countries, but people who have grown up here. Like you said, you went to Sudan, you got 5 shots. I went to Sierra Leone, I got 7. I was like, how can you get 7 shots in one day? How is that even possible? Will my body handle this, right? But I think when you grow up as a child in this country, too, you're getting so many different immunizations, right? So while there's that fear, we're still going through it and people are surviving it. So I have to ask you, with all of this, did you get a vaccine?
Not yet. I have to let the people who need it before me get theirs. The old people, people with sickle cell anemia, diabetes, people with health conditions, and people that are older than me. I'm in pretty good shape. You know what I'm saying? You just pulled me off the treadmill.
I saw.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely going to get it. And like I said, the doc got his. I know a bunch of people in my gym that got their shots. They said they had no adverse effects. I just want to say this to people out there. You're not going to turn into a zombie.
Yeah.
They're not.
No, I like this real talk.
It's real talk. You're not going to turn into a zombie. You're not going to die. They're not trying to control us. If you have any reservations about getting the shot, I want to say it's safe. But think about it like this. Let me go get the shot so I can protect others. You shouldn't be selfish and worry about me. This is bigger than us. I'm getting the shot so I could protect people older than me, people with underlying conditions, and people who are more susceptible, who are more likely to die than me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And
so
I think
that's why it's important. We go get the shot. Let's all go get the shot for somebody else.
And I like I like your point about the side effects. I think some people get that first shot and they say, oh my gosh, my arm hurt and this is it. I'm not going for the second one because I had mild side. And I think it's so important to hear from both of you that it's okay.
Yeah. And a lot of people that we talked to said those side effects are just proof that your body is working, that the whole thing is working.
Yeah.
I told the doc last time.
We don't even like calling it side effects. We like calling it reactogenicity because it's a sign that your immune system is actually being revved up and it's working. But, we also think it's important to get both shots. If you understand that these side effects are mild, this reactogenicity is mild, and it usually passes within 24 hours. When I had both shots, my symptoms were very mild, and it passes. But we also, need people to get the second shot because to have that durable immunity, you need both shots, at least with the current vaccines that have been approved. We know that the one that's coming down the pipeline is a one-shot deal. But right now, with the ones that are available, you need both shots for durable immunity.
Understood. Hey, Dr. Williams, Daryl, thank you both for being here. Thanks for everything you're doing to get the message out there. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. Go back to your treadmill. All right, we want to. All right, I got to get on it.
All right, shalom. All right, so this part of the video is going to be kind of short. I'm not going to go into a whole bunch of scriptures like I normally do because you already sat through, the 1-minute video, all right, from DMC, right, from Ren DMC. He went into his, his whole deal about it. You seen the video just now. You also sat through 8 minutes of him on a news report with some Hamite doctor. In my opinion, the guy's a Hamite. This nigga here is simple, okay? And the thing I want to say, all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopefully elect. What I was going to say was, and this lesson is entitled, this lesson is entitled, and I forget, Salakia. But, you got the latest people that's involved in this, and I can't even think. Oh, yeah. We also got this guy Spike Lee. Let's go and play Spike Lee's portion as well. It's going to be called Spike Lee, DMC. Spike Lee and DMC are part of the Celebrity Machine, okay? I'm going to play this for you real quick. Listen to this.
Is Brooklyn in the house? Brooklyn. Is Brooklyn in the house? No. All right. No. Hey!
Yeah, you see him there with his simple self, acting like he just won a prize. Now, what I was going to say about DMC, I mean, hey, what can you say? This man went all out. He done went, he made a video, got a little animated cartoon video telling you, you know, what you should do. Then he goes on a news report here, 8 minutes long. Him and his Hamite doctor to your left, his right. Right? You can't trust him. I'm not going to say a whole lot about it. You already know. You brothers and sisters that watch the videos every day. You know, the daily in the temple with brothers. Coming on the live streams. You already know what our position is on it. We don't need to incriminate ourselves. All I say is this guy DMC, he got in an accident and messed his voice up. Something happened. He messed his voice up. You know, he was part of the group Run DMC. Internationally renowned hip-hop greats, all that, blah, blah, blah. And he messed his voice up some kind of way. I don't know if he was in an accident, but he basically had retired from recording. This nigga comes out of retirement to make a special song just for you. And it just show you, man. And even in this video, he said, you know, this is not going to turn you into a zombie. It's not going to do this, it's not going to do that. So they're well aware of what our people are saying. But they don't give a shit, okay? They own the tape. They're part of that machine. When I say celebrity machine, this is the word. When you look at the word machine, yeah, we know that it's, you know, what it means. A mechanically, electrically, or electronically operated device for performing a task, right? That's one application of it. But when you go down here to the bottom, and here in B, this is what you see. A combination of persons acting together for a common end along with the agencies they use, or a highly organized political group under the leadership of a boss or a small clique. And this machine is none other than the celebrity machine. And we keeping a running list of those who are a part of it thus far, which they're all a part of it, but they haven't made themselves known yet. So you had T.D. Jakes, Jesse Jackson, Tyler Perry, Monica Arnold, right? Which I name maybe something different now. Monica, she had an interview with Dr. Fauci. You have Iona Locke, which is a deaconess, which she passed away. Hank Aaron, baseball great, he also passed away. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bill Russell, this is one shot I won't block. That guy. And now you got DMC and Spike Lee. So they're adding names to it, you know, more and more. Now, not everybody on the celebrity machine list have done this thing. DMC said he had not yet done it. I'm not sure if Iona Locke had done it. I know Monica hadn't done it. And to date, T.D. Jakes, he didn't say whether he did it or not, but he did get a bunch of so-called black pastors together in order to talk about it, to convince others to do it. Everybody else on the list, they did it, okay? So it doesn't really matter. You saw the video. You hear what they're saying. You know what this is all about. Don't play dumb. Let's just get a few scriptures and we'll shut it down, because now you got DMC and Spike Lee. It seemed like they're coming out two at the time, but we'll see. You know, we'll see. So let's go here to Jeremiah 17. And let's read here at verse, I think I want verse 5. Yeah, it says, "Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from the Lord." So you cannot make flesh your arm. You can't trust in man to save your life. At the end of the day, if the Most High wants you to check out, you're going to check out. Bottom line. We don't need to say a whole lot about that. This is Ecclesiastes 13. Just bear with me here. I don't even remember what verse. Okay. I wanted, and this is part of the reason that they're using these people is because they're celebrities. They're using their celebrity status to convince, persuade, encourage, compel you to do what they want you to do. This is Ecclesiastes 13 and 23. And they're much easier the more, like I said, they're going to get around to using your favorite celebrity. If they hadn't gotten to you yet, every one of them is just like what brothers doing the videos. Every brother got, people that follow him exclusively. And a lot of you brothers and sisters watch all the main different brothers. But then you got some brothers that's got their own fans with, their own followers. Salaki, I didn't mean fans. Their own people that follow them and watch them. And it's like this with the celebrities. You got certain people that might really believe what DMC says and they're inspired by him. Niggas that grew up in the era of Run DMC. They wouldn't listen to nobody else, but they'll listen to DMC telling them what they should do. Because they idolize them. So, that celebrity machine is a unified group. And they're basically sellouts, man. Ecclesiastes 13 and 23. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue. You believe it because they're rich, they're wise. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he saith. They extol it to the clouds. But if a poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him. And a thing that DMC did that none of the other celebrities have done to this point, he used guilt. He said that if you don't do this, you're being selfish. It's not about you, it's about everybody else. So you need to do this to protect everyone else, right? Can't trust him. All right, so just because he's rich, don't believe what he's saying. And he's still rich. He's getting kickbacks off them albums. They got a bunch of catalog. Run DMC, they probably had great contracts because Russell Simmons and Run from Run DMC, I don't know if they're brothers or cousins. So they got a great recording contract. They're getting a lot of kickback. So of course, excuse me, he's all in. Now I want to read here real quick. The scripture warns us, Ecclesiastes 4 and 22. I'm gonna start at verse 20. It says, observe the opportunity and beware of evil, and be not ashamed when it concerneth thy soul. You shouldn't be ashamed, and made to feel embarrassed because these people trying to force you to do something. You listen to the prophets. We told you what to do, what not to do. Follow the counsel of the Lord, which are the prophets. Okay? This is concerning your soul. So don't be ashamed to put folks in their place when they bring it, in your face. For there is a shame that bringeth sin, and there is a shame which is glory and grace, except no person against thy soul. Right? You can see in DMX's eyes, he don't like somebody you can trust. Like I said, you done been off the shelf. You ain't been making no songs. I believe he did try to briefly make a comeback at one point, but it didn't go nowhere. This is a person that didn't have any real, you never see him anywhere. Now all of a sudden he's an activist and he cares so much. Except no person against thy soul, and let not the reverence of any man cause thee to fall. That's the whole point. Except no person against thy soul. If you get a bad feeling, you get that tingling like a spidey sense, don't trust him. And let not the reverence of any man cause thee to fall. Just because you like these celebrities and you feel something for them, don't let that reverence, that admiration you feel for them cause you to make a bad decision for your life. I'm going to close out with this. This is Ecclesiastes 12. I'm going to go around about to verse 10. The scriptures warn you emphatically. Never trust thine enemy. Never trust thine enemy. For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Okay? And these people on this thing right here, they don't care about the Hebrew Israelites. Where they been at telling you about you should repent and the things you should do concerning your soul. They hadn't told you nothing about that. Don't listen to them. They work for the enemy. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. You know who the enemy is. Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. Bottom line, man. Watch out for this devil. You can read the rest of that. I'm not going to bother to go all into it. I want to keep this short and to the point. All praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Shalom.